Hey, Mathenters. Any luck?
Yeah, all bad.
Oh, not necessarily, Pat. What we found, Benny, is that none of the car dealers exist.
You learned nothing?
Problem solving can be funny sometimes, Stanley. In learning nothing, we learn something.
What?
That the bills of sale were phonies.
How about you guys?
Same sort of deal. We learned something by learning nothing.
Oh?
We checked out all the people whose cars were stolen.
Uh-huh.
There aren't any people.
What? That's right. The addresses on the robbery reports and on the insurance policies were phonies.
But if there were no people, how did they collect the money on the stolen cars?
All the checks were sent to post office boxes.
Let's do some banking, Pat. Check Captain Greco, Benny, and see if he has anything new in the handwriting.
In fact, get a sample of Casper's handwriting, see if it matches.
You got it. Let's go, Orville.
Right, Wilbur.
And George, let's get the evidence from Captain Greco and check out the banks. The first bank we checked was one of the big conglomerates which had not lost billions of dollars in loans to fourth world nations and was now known as the Chaste Manhattan. We ventured forth. But you're sure the check was cashed here?
Yes, the person in question, E.H. Moss, opened an account here with a deposit of a check in the amount of $56,765.
Then what happened?
Mr. Owens, our vice president in charge of new money, was so happy he asked me to dance.
Yes, but what happened to the account?
Unfortunately, it was closed 3 days later.
How was that done?
Mr. Moss returned and asked that a cashier's check be made out in that self-same amount.
Made out to himself?
No, to a charity called the Save the Musca Domestica Fund.
Can you describe Mr. Moss?
There's not much to tell. He wore plaid clothes and an overcoat. Collar turned up, hat brim turned down.
Any unusual marks, scars, or other distinctions?
Not really. He talked incessantly. Told old jokes. Other than that.
Uh-huh. Thank you for your time. The next bank told us the same story. This depositor, a Mr. Arbogast, opened an account in the amount of $76,895 and 3 days later withdrew the money in the form of a cashier's check made out, once again, to the Save the Musca Domestica Fund. The next few stops yielded the same M.O. The persons who opened the accounts were all dressed so they could not be clearly identified. We decided to return to HQ. Any luck on the handwriting, guys?
Not yet, Pat. How's by you?
I think it's time to play What Do We Know?
What do we know?
It's a way to organize the facts that we have. It's a way to try to solve a problem. Now watch, I'll go first. We know that the auto dealers don't exist.
Right. And we know the policyholders' addresses don't exist.
What if the policy holders don't exist?
But they do. They all open banking accounts.
And close them with checks to some charity.
What charity?
The Save the Musca Domestica Fund.
Then maybe the charity doesn't exist.
Why do you say that, Stanley?
I've never heard of a charity to save the common housefly.
Common housefly?
Musca domestica. That's the Latin name for the common housefly.
If the policy holders don't exist,
And the addresses don't exist.
And the charity doesn't exist.
Then maybe the cars don't exist either.
Maybe that's Casper's little scam. Insure non-existent cars, report them stolen, and collect the insurance money.
Of course. Casper Flush is a brilliant crook.
Here is something that we know that does exist. The signatures were definitely written by the same hand, and that hand was...
George, let's pick up mild-mannered...
Not Casper Flush.
It's not Casper Flush?
Nope.
George, get a sample of Catherine T. Wilcoll's handwriting.
Done.
Done?
We checked it.
So it was the president of the company after all. I'll be.
Nope.
Nope. Nope.
Nope.
nope.
Nope.
You mean the president really isn't a crook?
Did you check Mr. Dollar's handwriting too, Captain Greco?
No, why?
I just noticed his investigation reports. He crosses his T's funny, too.
Captain?
Johnny Dollar? An insurance man turned to a life of crime?
George, it could happen.
But not Johnny Dollar. It's people like Johnny that make insurance a sensitive, heartwarming industry. Say it ain't so, Joe.
The same hand. I'd stake my rep on it.
I've got an idea. Captain, can you get us a white Rolls Royce?
Sure, but why?
You got a date?
I'm trying to make one with yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
You better write this down, Stanley. It looks like this story's gonna have a happy ending after all.
Phoning Johnny, Pat?
Uh-huh. His machine said he's in his car.
What's your plan?
You'll see. I'm gonna nail him.
Put it on the speakerphone, Pat.
Hello, Johnny Dollar speeding along the historic Hudson River. Who is this?
Mr. Dollar, it's Pat Tuesday. We're all here at Mathent. You're on the speakerphone.
Hello, Pat. Folks, always nice to talk to you, even at 70 miles per hour.
We'd like you to meet us at Meglopolitan. There's been a breakthrough in the case.
Really? What kind of breakthrough?
We've recovered one of the stolen cars.
That's impossible. I mean, that's impossibly wonderful news. Which stolen car?
The white Rolls Royce. We want you to check it out. How long will it take to get to the office?
In this rain and fog, if I pull a 180 and put the pedal to the metal, I'd say, at least an hour.
Okay, we'll see you in an hour.